Well, guys, we're finally leaving Key West. We've been down here since early February, and the entire time at Ocean's Edge Marina, our favorite place down on Stock Island. But we did have to go home in June for my daughter's wedding. We had visits from two of my four daughters, my brother and his wife did all kinds of things, and a couple of boaters that are from Nashville, where we're from, in our Commodore Yacht Club as well, and a few others. So we did have to run home and then come back, and that put us late in the hurricane season to get back in time. In fact, we're going to be going through July and even into August getting back. So it's gonna be a very smooth day, potentially tomorrow, maybe with a little wind on our beam, and we're gonna head up and anchor up at Indian Creek, I think it's called, Indian Island, and then we'll go up to No Name Key, No Name Harbor, good grief, up in Key Biscayne, that is, and then we'll go from there to Bahia Mar, one of our favorites in Fort Lauderdale, and then from there to Stewart, and then we'll have a long chug. Because of the ICW, we won't be going on the outside. We'll be going from Stewart up to Vero Beach, and then from there to Titusville, and then Titusville to Daytona, and then I think we're going to make the jump from Daytona all the way to Fernandina, and then from there Brunswick. So jump on board. You can see it's stormy, and we'll see what the weather holds for this trip. Lots of thunderstorms predicted the entire route, so it's about 560 miles. So we'll see how it goes. Well, when we got back, it was a bit of a cruiser's ghost town. Everyone else had left and moved their vessels above the hurricane lines by June, and we were pushing July. So we had a couple more things to do to get ready to shove off. Man, the marina has changed. There's only us and a few other cruisers left. Everybody else is sport fishers because they know they can run if the storms come. We're still docked right there. But even on the last dock, mostly sport fishers taking over. This guy's still here. And that Ferretti is still here. Couple cruisers in the middle here and over there, and then down the end. Maybe the Marlowe came back. If he's not scared, then we shouldn't be. The first thing we had to do, though, was remember that we were there to have fun. So we had our obligatory painkillers first, and probably the last ones in Key West. And then we had to celebrate our daughter Kaylee's birthday and check off the list, starting with some sanitation work in the form of the new toilet. Cleaning out, and we got a new toilet going in. Divers down there doing some work on the bow thruster. He's got his tank there. He's down there.
Heading north. It's July 3rd, and bittersweet. It's been fun being here, but we are so glad to have been cleared to cruise. Enjoyed celebrating Kaylee's birthday yesterday. She was 22, and hate to say goodbye to Key West, but hopefully we will be back next winter, and we'll be starting a whole new adventure next year, hopefully continuing up north on the loop after the Bahamas. So goodbye for now, Ocean's Edge. It's been a dream. We have loved being here, and now it's time to go.
I will be the last to leave. I won't say a word, just let you breathe. I won't make a sound, I won't slow you down.
Heading out to sea, and it looks like a beautiful morning. Thank you, Jesus. We needed a day like this for launch day.
I fell into deep, and as far as at least how I remember, we were leaving in September.
Well, this morning we took off from Ocean's Edge, and this is the first big run since we came in the spring, and so it's so good to be back out. A little bit of tension because we had a lot of work done on the engines, so I'm watching the temperature gauges very closely and getting ready to go down to the engine room, do another check on our shaft packing and the engine temperatures, because the gauges on this old boat are pretty wonky. So it's a beautiful day. Here comes a dolphin right now.
Come on, baby. I've seen a few already on the bow.
There's going to be dolphins because I see a bunch of little fish swarming right there. Oh, you just ate that.
They're out feeding this morning. So I'm at the helm. Dave asked me to be stationed up here while he goes and checks the temperature in the engine room and checks the shafts to make sure they're dripping properly and it's not getting too heated up down there. So he put it on autopilot for me. Real easy job. Just sit out here and take in the view, look for dolphins, make sure there's no major obstacles in our path, in which case all I've got to do is back down the throttle and throw us into neutral. Well, glide us gently into neutral, I should say. And I love being up here. It makes me feel like I'm in charge even though I'm not. It's just a beautiful, very serene feeling.
Now, there's always got to be a bigger and badder. And by bigger, I mean his tender that he's pulling. This is gonna rock. This is gonna rock us. Well, we're just passing Cudjoe Key. See the bridges there. Next to you. Very few boats out. It's gotten a little messier. So here is Cudjoe Key. Bridge coming over to it. Just passing through that now. The sea state has gotten a little bit sloppier. You can see off the rear where it's gotten a little bit more bumpy as we on our beam see through all that, and you can feel it a little bit more down here. There's Kaylee reading. She's fine. Kind of bumping around. Come down. That's Kaylee's stateroom. Everything's open. It's getting a little bumpy out here. Whoa, there is a huge pod of dolphins up here. I mean, look at them all. Whoa, look at them, Lise. There must be 15 of them. Come on, boys, get on board. Come on, boat. Let's beat it. A bit of a challenge with a big freaking storm trying to creep up on us today. We're trying to outrun it, but we don't go very fast. There's a chance our anchorage is coming up in about over an hour, but we're going to go into kind of a curve off to our port side. So maybe we'll get this storm to go behind us.
We are anchored for the night at Indian Key. Just got our bridle on. So hopefully we'll be very secure even if we get a little wind or rain. And this is really a nice, pretty empty spot right now. Got high ratings in our guide, so we're going to trust that it's going to be a good evening.
anchored for the night. Well, we finally made it in from Key West, Ocean's Edge Marina. I had a lot of work done on the engines because there is a great Caterpillar shop down here. I think they're one of the best there is. So they did my after cooler maintenance. They did all the heat exchangers, both the heat exchangers, and they look brand new. I had them replace every hose on both motors and a lot of different things that needed to be maintained on a boat this age. So we had to do a sea trial, and when I went to pull out of the slip, both my shafts just rumbled in forward and reverse. So I ended up, long story short, it ended up being some barnacles growth up in the flutes of the cutlass bearing. So anyway, we got out first thing this morning. It was nice and flat as a pancake, but then it got pretty rough with waves coming all different ways on Hawk Channel and the Atlantic. And then we were being chased down by a couple storms. One finally caught us when we were here, so you can kind of see everything's a little wet, covered up all the controls. And we came into a anchorage called Indian Key, and it's a pretty neat anchorage, but you can see my nose is really hanging out there in the ocean. I'll show you when we go down here that what it looks like. We've got some coverage there, and our nose is just kind of hanging out in the ocean there. We have some windbreak there, and of course there's the island, South Matacumbe Key. And then we have a little coverage there. There's a couple sailboats anchored over there, and that's it, really. So I don't know if you can see the lighthouse out there, but we're sitting in just over 8 feet of water. I had to dive in there a little while ago, sandy bottom, and so far very good hold. There's some storms in the area. I hope that's it for them, but you can see that we're kind of in the sand there, and we hope there's not too much wind tonight. Because I need some sleep. I didn't get much sleep, and you know how it is when you're anchoring. You're kind of up and down. At least we have a good point of reference. There is a little entrance to that little village there, and I've been keeping an eye on that, and I do have an anchor alarm on, but usually that just wakes me up, and we really haven't gotten anywhere. So we got the generator running, getting everything charged back up, and hoping a bunch of boats don't come in and out too much. I don't think they will. It's pretty darn dead right now. But it's a gorgeous night. We'll see you in the morning. We'll be heading to Key Biscayne, No Name Harbor. Hopefully we'll be able to see some fireworks from there tomorrow night, because it'll be the 4th of July. Over and out.
Beyond the sea, somewhere we be. My lover stands on golden sands and watches ships sail.
star, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet beyond the shore, we'll kiss just as before. Big freaking storms rolling up. So we're just gonna have to wait it out. Well, the storm's caught up to us. So we just hunkered down. One of them's going to pass that way. Clear over there. And hopefully this will pass on. Well, we're in it now. And it looks like the wall is coming. And the radar confirms it.
South a little bit farther.
Don't like the looks of that. Off in the distance there. Very hazy from these storms. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Heck of a stormy time today.
We are dinging over to Bill Baggs State Park Cafe to grab some dinner on the 4th of July. Look out over the water. Hopefully we'll dinghy back to the boat before dark and catch some fireworks. A little action dinghy ride. After dinner on the way back to Sun Chaser. Look at that sunset. Just waiting for the fireworks to begin and hoping we can see them with this cloud cover. They're supposed to start in about 5 minutes. I hear them.
Here we are on Key Biscayne on Independence Day, the 4th of July. Waiting for fireworks to start. I think they're going to be all around us. There's quite a few boats out, anchored. I hear them popping. It could be thunder. We were in thunderstorms all day.
You see the horizon straight across there.
Well, we slept well on anchor that night, and then we got up early and cruised through Miami to Fort Lauderdale, where we were pounded by a big storm right at docking. And then we continued north to Stewart and then on to Vero Beach, both having major storms in those tracks as well. So I hope you'll join us as we continue on America's Great Loop, this time from Brunswick, Georgia, all the way up the East Coast to Georgian Bay, Ontario. So we'll see you there.